Jay here, Full-Time Devils.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, mate. Do you know what? I say this every time, but I think that is a record. I think that's like the quickest you've interrupted me, which is saying something.
Just saying hello. Fucking hell.
No, we're not going to do that again. We're going to carry on. It's Jay here, Full-Time Devils, with another tier list. Joining me today, as you may have noticed, is Stephen Howson. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Bit soberer, if that's a word, than last time we spoke.
Yeah.
Had a few shandies, didn't you?
Yeah.
We
did a bottle of rum in.
Well, you did a bottle.
Yeah, I did.
The royal we there. You did a bottle of rum.
I think Joe had a couple of shots. Adam had a shot.
Then you emptied a bottle of rum at my works as well later on that night, didn't you?
No.
He was already emptying the bottle of rum at my works that night.
We'll do a tier list for rum another time. Also,
what a top idea, Jay.
there you go. You see,
Need content in these harsh times.
always thinking exactly. Also joining us is Adam Patterson. Adam, how we doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you coping with no football?
It's shit. It's so boring. Like this weekend, I actually had to
His
do.
gigs are off as well. Adam's
Yeah.
an avid gig goer.
He's a gig goer and he's a football fanatic, and both
either.
things have been
You
taken
see,
from
at
him.
least like football would be like a month at like the earliest of summer, and then they started cancelling gigs. It's got Blossoms at the end of the month at the arena. That's gone. So you know, but
Do you want an interesting fact about Adam?
I'd love them on. Yeah, please.
Right. Do you know the famous 43 years flag that hung over the edge of the Stretford End?
Yeah.
It's his dad's.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's my dad's. Yeah.
Oh, mate. Do you know what? If they go a season without Chove, you should bring it back. Just say one.
I know, yeah.
Just for a laugh.
Which might be... No, it's not this year. They've already won one, haven't they?
Yeah.
Bastards.
I know, but honestly, one with like, it's ticking towards two.
Oh,
They'd be
yeah.
like, look at him, the sun red. Blah.
Fumed.
Fumed. That's what
1-0.
we're here for. Exactly. Hey,
Did you say it's in his shed?
Somewhere, yeah.
We need
somewhere
to get
in
it
the
for a
house.
backdrop in here, don't we?
seriously, mate.
Yeah.
Get that and Sarah Fergie next to each other. Iconic. Maybe even the chosen one. Actually, maybe not. Anyway, yeah, apparently we're here to do a tier list of Manchester United players this season. Right, listen, we don't know what's going to happen with the season. We don't know when it's going to end, if it's going to end. But we do know we've had enough of it
Purgatory.
to assess the Manchester United first team. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a tier list. I'm going to put them into categories. We're going to have Player of the Year, contenders. So obviously, you know, they've done all right. Played well. Ordinary. Under par. We're not talking golf. And SH1C.
Do you
Shit.
know what? Under par is good in a golf thing.
Yeah,
isn't
why
it?
is below par like a negative thing?
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
It should be over par.
Yeah.
Golf's the only game in it where the aim is to play last.
Yeah.
That's mad, that, innit? It's weird.
Yeah.
I've never been a big golf fan. I used to go
Racing.
pitch and putt when I was a kid.
Yeah, racing, you try and finish quickest.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right, yeah. So actually, it's not, is it? Any race you try and finish quicker, yeah?
You know what I'm saying?
So that's a shit fact that I got wrong. Anyway, let's move on. Enough of these facts. So we'll go through the squad. We'll start with the goalkeepers, defenders, midfielders, and attackers, just because that's how it's on my screen. David De Gea is the first one. Now, this, normally, we just move on, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
We just
He's
go,
generally
player
the
of the
player of
year.
the year,
Yeah,
isn't he?
and that would be it. He'd be in that category probably on his own if this was any season other than this one.
In the last 5 years, yeah.
Yeah, but looking at those categories, I'm going to start the bidding at under par.
Sold.
Yeah. Under par.
Is it that straightforward? Too many mistakes?
Yeah,
Not good enough?
he's not, you can't say he's shite, that's unfair.
No, come on.
And you can't say he's been ordinary because he's been under par.
Yeah.
So he's in the under par category.
He's had some games where he's been pretty good. I mean, after the Everton mistake, he's saved us a few times, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's times where you go, come on. I mean, remember
In that game.
there was
But
two
that
seasons ago when like I was sat like right behind the net, and if a ball would come in top corner, I wasn't even panicking because I'm used to the fact that he'd get there and do something daft that no keeper's ever done in his career.
I think it was a game in Europe he had a belting save on earlier this year as well.
It's sad because I felt like he
Maybe
was
not 'cause he probably don't play, does he?
getting back a little bit. He had a few games where he thought he's coming back because we and you've been speaking quite a lot about how he'd been underperforming. And then, yeah, the Everton one, it was just another one. And it's, you know, if you go back to David De Gea's sort of golden period, those 4 or 5 years, you could name all the mistakes he made during that entire time on one hand, and you could probably do that this season.
It's reminding me of when he first came to
there'd
United.
probably be more than one hand.
Yeah. Like I remember when he first came to United, and he was always punching crosses all the time, and he was shit with it. I sort of noticed that De Gea was kind of being a little bit more shit when Paris. Do you remember like the 95th minute when he jumped up for that cross, and it was like if he caught it, that was it, game over. And he went out and he just like punched it, completely missed it, and then it was like, oh god, what are you doing? And then it's like, ever since then, he's always had like a little bit of mistake in him, made up for it obviously sometimes. But these decisions that he's making that are detrimental to the game. That one against Everton, if we don't score that, we win 1-0.
3 goalkeeping coaches in the last year. That can't be good.
It's weird because his get out of jail free card has always been he's the best shot stopper on the planet because his distribution and his command of his area isn't great at all.
No.
But now that's going out the window. The shot stopping isn't great.
Yeah.
So when you throw the other,
Black's laughing at us.
yeah,
Yeah.
do you know? And it's like you're sort of looking at sort of Edison levels. Dare I say, maybe not that bad, but it's not been great, and it's a shame because it has been a great season, and it's come at a time when there's other players or another player who's breathing down his neck.
That's photoshopped, surely.
He's looking at a picture of Joel Pereira. Why
Look
is
at
it-
that fucking chin, man.
Nice.
Listen,
Next massive.
that's what you want from your keeper.
Do you?
A chin you can set your watch to.
That's
anyway,
bigger
we'll
than
get,
my foot.
we'll get to him in a minute. My next on my list is Lee Grant.
Oop.
Right, so anyway, we agreed
Hero.
under par for for David Day. Lee Grant, he played in
don't know
Astana,
the
didn't
Right. Yeah, well.
he? All right.
Did we lose?
Yeah.
It's that new contract though.
Ordinary.
He's basically a keeper.
Can we really give him under par? Ordinary.
He's a cult hero, isn't he?
Is it
He's
cult
the
hero?
sort of player that's going to do like dinners in the next 30 years. And
Oh,
it's
he'll
like,
be a regular on MUTV.
Oh,
in 10
yeah.
years' time.
no.
Guarantee it. Guarantee it.
They won't put his appearance, they'll just say squad member from.
Or they'll just say, was it, part of the squad that won. And mind you, if he won anything since he's been here. No, we haven't,
Won a
have we?
couple of derbies.
Yeah, well, there you go. In the squad when we beat Manchester City. Yeah, so should we just say ordinary for Lee Grant? I feel a bit harsh to say anything else. Sergio Romero, my favourite keeper.
I'm hovering between ordinary and played well here because he's had mistakes this season. He conceded
has.
a goal.
Nah.
How
Now,
dare
you got to put him in the played well category because to come in on the short notice, I guess it's probably not that short notice, but to come in and out of the team the way he does and to be as consistent as he is, he's had probably one bad game this season. I think
Which
you gotta
game was
put
that,
him-
remind me?
I don't know, we've conceded, it was probably a European one.
Right. But do you know what? It sounds crackers, and I'm going to get pellets, but I'll say it anyway because it's the truth.
He's a clean sheet machine.
I feel more confident when he's in that. I do. I genuinely feel worried when David De Gea's in that. I worry about his
he plays
distribution.
against different teams, though, doesn't
I
he?
know he does, and people are going, you're forgetting what David De Gea's done for us. I just, there is a little bit more confidence in me when I see Sergio Romero. I just think because he commands his area so much better. And I think for the defenders as well, he's a little bit better.
So if we got rid of De Gea tomorrow,
Yeah.
next season, say we didn't get a keeper, would you be happy with Romero taking the number one spot? And would you not feel as bad?
Would Henderson not
Yeah,
leapfrog them both?
you've also got Henderson in the mix.
Yeah.
But if it was like Henderson's sold for whatever reason and De Gea's out or sold, we've got to go with Romero and Joel Pereira's backup and be like, okay.
I can't believe that no one's ever come in for Romero. Surely everyone
They
outside
have.
of the top six.
He don't want to go.
I know, but I don't
He's
get it.
stone cold chilling. I don't know if he likes the food at Juniper or something. I don't know.
It is weird. So Romero, we're going to go with. Are we going?
I'm going to say played well.
I'll go played well.
Yeah, I'm going to go play well as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Joel Pereira. I haven't got an opinion. Where is he?
I think
He's
done
in
well
Germany,
on
isn't
loan.
he?
Right.
He's at Scotland, wasn't he? I'm sure he's at
Right.
Fuck knows how
Yeah,
about that.
there you go. Insightful analysis of Joel Pereira. Joel, if you're
yeah.
watching,
Guess what? He's not here.
Get in the comments and let us know where you are, mate. We're worried about you.
Don't you follow us on?
Give us 3 rings.
Is he on Instagram?
He's
Follow
played
us on
20
Instagram
games.
or somewhere?
He might
Played
do.
20 games for Hearts this season.
So he told you he was at Hearts.
There you go. He's doing well.
In Germany? No. Okay. It's
That
awesome.
famous team from Berlin, Hearts.
Ich bin
Heart
Hearts.
of Nickelodeon. Yeah, so should we just do ordinary for him? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Moving on to the defenders. And I'm going to start with you, because it's your fave.
Oh, don't. Lindelof.
Yes.
Shit.
Wow.
Everything. Don't like
Straight
him.
in
Don't
without-
like him. Just don't like him.
Do you know what? Right. I said.
Imagine having an agenda about a player like that.
Because this is stat
objective,
as well.
Adam. Fucking hell.
Do you know where he's like, oh, he's as good as... Right, yeah, no, this is what gets me pissed off, right?
We'll get to Shaw later, don't worry.
Do you know when he says, like, oh, he's never been dribbled past? You can't get dribbled past if all you do is jockey your defender all the way to your
That's
goal
such a
line.
Van Dijk thing, that, innit? If I run away
can't
from this
stand
attacker,
correct.
if I run away from this attacker, let him shoot and score, technically, he didn't get past me.
But what
Not my
can
fault.
Lindelof do? He can't command the back line. He can't pass. He can't win headers. He can't tackle. He can't do anything. I just don't like him.
Pretty good at
he's
defending
alright.
defending of the channel.
He's like Ronnie Johnson, just new, really.
It's-
He's
wow.
not, he'll do. He'll do.
Did you just say
do
Ronnie
for them.
Johnson will do?
Yeah.
I'm going to text your dad
I think,
later.
yeah, I
He's
think
gonna
we need to
smack
have a
you around the face.
little sit down and chat about Ronnie Johnson.
re-education
One of the
about
most
Ronnie
underrated
Johnson.
defenders in the history of
Belting
world
us.
football. And do you know what? I'm sort of with you on Lindelof.
Not
And I'll be
shy.
honest
He's
with you.
not shy,
No,
lads.
not to that extent. But he was my player of the year last season. And before we all start going on about Paul Pogba, I thought he was more consistent over the whole duration of the season. I had him as my player of the year. I know everyone disagreed with me, but that's where I was. This season, again, like De Gea, he makes me nervous. We were chatting before off camera. The amount of times where De Gea plays it out to him,
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what are you doing?
That's
and
a
we face
axis, innit?
we get a high press against us, and we're in all sorts of trouble, conceding throw-ins in the corner or just losing possession. Don't like it at all. So for me, going from where he was last season to where he is now, completely under par. I wouldn't say he's shy. I think that's a bit harsh, but under par definitely. Mr. Howson, you have the deciding vote.
What have you said?
Shite.
Under par.
I mean, if you went for player of the year, that'd probably
Right, he's not player of the year. I don't
ordinary.
think he's played well. I think he's the weak link in that back line, probably.
Yeah.
And weirdly, like Adam was saying, a lot of it's down to his distribution, which was his major asset. And I think a lot of it's he gets targeted physically and in the air. He was so bad for that. United have been shocking at set pieces. Some of that's down to him. Some of that's down to the other players in there as well, but some of that is down to him. I think he defends the channel excellent. I think in Europe, against teams that want to try and play football, and even actually against City, he's a player that covers that channel really well. I think I'd go with ordinary, which I guess if you take the aggregate of all of us, you've got to go under par.
Yeah, I think because you said shite, I said under par, and you said ordinary. Like you say, the aggregate is under par, and I think that despite what you say, there's not too many arguments there. You might say he's done okay, but I don't think there'll be many people going he's been brilliant, although you never know.
It's the internet.
It is the internet. People do have strong opinions. Eric Bailly.
Now, this is one where you have to separate the man from the performance, because I fucking love him.
I love Eric Bailly.
Yeah,
if there was if they announced they were going to build a statue outside Old Trafford, Eric Bailly, I'd be like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Not got a problem with that.
I love him. He's absolutely
That's
mad.
fine.
Like the other day, when he just did step overs, waiting for the ball.
Do you know what I mean? He's just great box office. It'd be mint if we were actually winning things and he was just playing now and again.
Because look
That's
at
the problem we've got.
This game has got far too many Michael Owens and not enough Eric Bailly.
Don't start me on it. No, you're
Do you
right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
No fucking character in the game no more.
Like I was at Wembley when he got the League Cup and started driving it around like a steering wheel in the old end, and I was like, this is mint.
It's funny you mention that because this has got nothing to do with football, but we were coming out of Old Trafford once. There was a massive traffic jam, and we've seen this Range Rover just basically drive over a grass verge and ignore all the traffic in the cars, and looks up and it was Eric Bailly.
He's the only one in the squad doing that now.
I just thought it just seemed oddly.
You look at it
fitting.
and you go,
Yeah, fair enough.
He's a.
So where, if we had to assess this on a footballing point of view, as you mentioned,
how many
Steve,
games has he played? About 3.
Do we
He's
take
ordinary,
injuries into
isn't it?
account? Yeah.
Of course you do,
Because
yeah,
he's
of
been
course
good
you
in every game that he's
the
played.
problem with
but
Eric
he's-
Bailly is,
But he's not played enough, so
Not like Twitch.
it knocks you down. So
on
it's
paper,
ordinary, innit?
right, we've got an amazing defence. Because if you put Eric Bailly next to Maguire, I think that's a very good defence.
Yeah.
We have. On paper, we have. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Eric Bailly, and your mate at left back, or the other one. That is a very good defence, right? It is. It is.
Yeah.
But the problem is you can't rely on Eric Bailly. If you get 15 games a season out of him, you're doing well. He's
Yeah.
made of glass, and
That's
that
the
pains
problem.
me. So
That's the problem. So I think you've got to put him as ordinary because he's had 3 good games in a year. Now that's not enough from a player. And you go, well, he's been injured for them. Yeah, that's a fucking problem with him.
That's Eric Bailly all over the gaff. Yeah, ordinary, we'll agree.
Yeah, I
I'm not going
think
to be
so,
overly critical, but we can't
Certainly wouldn't get rid of him. But
Definitely, yeah. If you can sort his injuries out, he'd probably be up in the ordinary to well.
oh,
average, but he's just
the only person
there
that I
yet.
see gets a cult hero quicker is like Gallo, I think.
be. Talking of cult heroes, Philip Jones is the next one on the list.
No, this might be the only one that I say shite for.
That
City game at home.
I'm gonna go off this season. This is about this season. We're not talking about the
Sheffield
careers
United
here
away.
or what they've done at United, because you could start throwing in arguments about over the years he's won certain things and all the rest of it. This season,
Shite.
Sheffield United, he got shrugged off the ball. City had a stinker. I can't remember any other games.
He's that bad that there's people in the under-18s that probably deserve a place over him. Teremengi deserves.
It's mad, isn't it? Because he's literally like, if all our defenders were fit, you'd put Suanze, Bailly, if Rowe wasn't on loan, Maguire and Lindelof.
You'd put Mengi above him. You put Deschamps Bernard above him.
Well, that's
Exactly, yeah.
7 players we've mentioned.
Yeah.
Now.
See ya.
7, and he went to the World Cup 18 months ago.
Did he?
Yeah, he went to the 2018 World Cup. I know
For England
I think
as well.
I'm
For
impressed
England,
that memory, yeah.
Not as a fan.
yeah, probably ended up in the wrong country if he did. Right, so is it just shite?
Yeah.
Shite.
He's just passed his sell-by date by about 6 years.
It's
I
just,
feel for Jones, right, because when he did the whole thing about I don't want to have a testimonial because no one will come, I just felt a bit sorry for him. And it didn't help that Fergie said he was going to be our greatest ever player, which was the most nonsensical statement anyone has ever said. But he has been shit this season, so there you go. Someone who hasn't been shit is Harry Maguire.
So,
How good has he been?
the last 6 weeks, 5 weeks.
since he's become captain, he's gone up another level.
If you had to average it out of the season, this is a season
Not,
review.
he isn't He isn't player of the year worthy,
No.
but he ain't far off that category.
Part of the reason why we've got that clean sheet record is because of him.
Of course.
He's a huge part of that jigsaw.
He's
I wouldn't say he's
coming
Van
to his own,
Dijk.
hasn't he?
I wouldn't say he's Van Dijk in terms of how he's propelled them forward, but I think in terms of defensive stability, we couldn't have got anyone better in the market. I don't think.
There's been some moments, and it's unfortunately it's only moments, whereas Van Dijk's had like regions, hasn't he, almost, of like excellence where you go, fucking hell. But there's been some moments in games where Maguire's had a last-ditch tackle or he's done something you've just gone, go on, lad.
It's weird. You look at the derby. Which one was it? The second one we won this season in the cup.
Out of how many?
Out of, is it 3?
Okay.
3 derby wins this season, isn't it? Sorry, I lose count. Yeah, that sort of summed it up his season for me. He was outstanding. Then he did that one mistake where he more or less just side-footed it in here to, was it David Villa? I think. And David Villa. Hello.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it
Where
seems
is
to be
he
the
playing
wrong...
anymore?
Wrong
decade.
Wrong decade. I was watching a documentary on him the other day. So my mind works.
He had pure boy band haircut, didn't he?
He did.
Some finisher though before the leg break.
Yeah.
I remember convincing myself he was past it when he faced us. I'm worried about him.
He scored.
Yeah. Anyway, David Silva.
Hello,
even.
darkness. What?
Yeah, my point is Harry Maguire, he hasn't been perfect, has he? But he's done okay. And like you said, he is coming into his own. Who knows, if we were doing this at the proper end of the season, we may well have elevated him to player of the year tackle.
He's in played well category. Comfortably in the played well category.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't put him below that. And I wouldn't, again, he's not going to be player of the year.
Are we doing the ones that are here?
Yes, because I've just got the squad list up from the official site.
Smalling, well...
Not here. Rojo played a few games, but let's not get carried away. He's on loan. Diogo, the low. Not played a lot. I like Diogo.
I like him too.
I don't rate him.
Right, okay. This season, when he's come in, I'd say he's been ordinary.
Yeah.
He's done okay.
He's not done too well, he's not done too bad. He's done all right.
You got this starts with where your expectation of the guy is, doesn't it?
My expectation is he's probably our third, fourth choice fullback. And he's probably performing at that level.
Yeah.
Versatile, can do both left and right back.
If everyone's fit,
on paper.
Yeah. He's not troubling the first team, is he, unless there's injuries or we're rotating. So I think it's just ordinary.
Yeah, and don't forget as well, young lad is. I mean, he's got scope to improve. He's got a hell of a cross on him as well when he can
Does
get
have a
his
good
head down.
cross.
And he's got some good step overs.
Shame we don't
think
have a team that can get on the end of a cross, but yeah.
Yeah, I think he just needs a little bit of, like what Luke Shaw's had, maybe a little bit of arm round him, maybe a bit of a, right, this is your position when you come into the team. Because let's not forget, since he's come in, he's been a winger. He's been on either fullback position. He's just been all over the gaff. He's been in teams that have been underperforming as well. He's had 2 different managers already. So we'll see. I think I still hold hope for Diogo. Yeah, but we're going to go with ordinary. Luke Shaw. Now, this is a contentious one. I can feel some
I'd say he started below par, definitely. But then last few months, he's just gone to a level that we haven't seen in a long
It might have even hit the bottom category at times.
Yeah, he was really, really
I think, right, early this season he was terrible, right? He was. I think Ashley Young was playing better than him. I don't care what you say, Steve. I'm sticking with that, right? Don't at me.
It wasn't even that bad, if we're being honest.
Right? And then he started playing okay, and I think everyone got a little bit carried away and was like, oh, he's amazing. He's back to his pre-injury best. I don't think he was. Recently, I think he's getting there. I think he's improved another level since.
I don't think he's had a 10 out of 10, but he's had some 8s, I think.
Yeah, and he's gone from a 3 to a 6, where everyone got carried away when he was at 16. Oh, he's England's best lad. No, he's not.
Didn't
and
the
then
chief,
he is starting to get to
football
those
writer
levels.
of the formerly great local newspaper, now disreputable online blog, give him like a 2 or a 3 in some games?
He's an absolute muppet. He was giving Fred 0s and 1s at one point, and Marcus 2s and 3s, so he wants sacking.
Yeah.
I don't like to see anyone losing the job except him, because he's an absolute disgrace to the profession of journalism. But yeah, so I think Luke Shaw has kicked on. I hope we can get him back to the standard he was before injury. I don't think he's there yet. I'm going to go with played well. And he's just getting in there with this.
There's the balance on this one, I think, because he was so bad that he rightfully lost his place.
Yeah.
And you have to take that into consideration.
No, you're right. You don't give 19-year-olds debuts and stick with him if your England international fullback is playing really well.
So I think
it wasn't just injuries.
I think over the balance of what we've seen, without trying to project where the next few weeks could have gone, I think he's got to be in the ordinary category. But I would say he's in a great run of form at the moment. I hope it continues on the back end of whatever we see at the minute. But I think he's at the top end of ordinary. I don't think he's crossed into the played well.
I've got him at the bottom end of played well. He's just got him played well. So, Mr. Patterson, you have the deciding vote, sir. The floor is yours.
On the aggregate, have played well and under par. I'd slam him in ordinary.
Right, fair enough. Ordinary. I don't. People will get giddy and get carried away, but
Because
you've got to
people
remember
go,
the whole.
ordinary's bad.
It's not.
No, ordinary's ordinary.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not good. It's ordinary. And I think you have to look in the full context of the season as well, because for 3 months. 3 months or whatever, he wasn't good enough. And this was at a time when people were questioning Ole as well. Could have been like quite disastrous. Tim Fosu-Mensah, I love him, but he's not even kicked the ball.
What's up with him? Is he injured? Is he not?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's struggling coming back from his
Disappeared,
knee injury, but it's taken him a long fucking time.
Do you know what?
He's played in the 23s, but a lot of people got giddy. But I remember how good he was, and he was way off that.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that should have accelerated in a couple of years in maturity and in the mental aspects of the game. And I thought that was one of the worst performances I've seen from him. And people was getting really giddy on social media, like, "Oh, fucking Timbo's back," and I'm like, "I don't know who that fucker in the shirt is, but that's not Fosu-Mensah."
He was so good at one point, wasn't he? That first season when him and Marcus came through at the same time. At Upton Park, I think he was just amazing.
White Hart Lane.
Yeah.
Moment he come on.
Jesus, yeah, we fucking lose 3-0.
Yeah, Damian come on and scored 2 in like 2 minutes, didn't he, Spurs?
Do you know what I mean? It's just like
player, yeah.
he was a phenomenon, and now
I don't think you can even comment. We've not seen him.
No, you can't. You're right, and it's sad. I just hope we do see him back in a United shirt in the first team and playing like he used to. That'd be great. I just don't think it'll happen. If I'm being brutally honest, it's an interesting one. Adam Wan-Bissaka, as Andy Tate would say. Mint.
Yeah.
He's been a successful signing, but I don't know if he's player of the year.
Is he player of the year or
No.
played well?
He's
Played well.
comfortably in the played well. I think he's had some mid games.
Did he have a bit of that up and down? Do you think? I felt he had a really good start, and then he tailed off a little bit.
Or did the team tail off?
Well, yeah, chicken and the egg in it, and then a bit like Shaw, he's had a really good last few weeks.
He was so good defensively, and he come from a really defensive side, so that he didn't really have much to his attacking game. The last few months, there's been such an improvement in terms of just
Do you know
delivery
what?
and attacking intent.
Fuck it, I'm gonna go with player of the year. Do you know what? I just keep thinking them tackles on Raheem Sterling. I just keep thinking the way he just go on Sterling, have it, go on, run at me, come on son, bring it on. I love all that.
You know it's good as well.
He
when swap
fucking
wings.
bullied
He
him, didn't he?
He literally stood off him and went, come on, and Sterling was like, fucking hell, he's not around. I'm gonna have to run at him again. And then,
It's like 3 o'clock
Yeah.
high, isn't it? Like, oh no!
yeah, he literally like said, "Yeah, look, I'll just stand away from you. Go on," and then just dived in, won it, got up, and won it again.
Yeah.
It was like when Joe's Best, you see videos of Joe's Best taking someone on, stopping and letting them get back in position, taking them on again. It was just like that in reverse. Yeah. So I don't
Absolutely
care.
bullied,
I don't
didn't
care how people say, "Oh, you
Top
sound
ender
bitter."
played well for me. Not quite player of the year.
Do you know what as well? Name me a better defensive fullback in the world right now.
No, I can't.
There you go. So,
can't.
justified player of the year for you, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, so go and player of the year. It's up to you, mate. You've got the deciding vote. He's going well. I'm going player of the year, and I don't care how fucking daft it is. It's just he has played really well, but some of those performances have been so good that I'm just going to throw him. I'm going to throw him into the player of the year category because that's what I like to see.
No, well for me, yeah. I don't think he's player of the year. There's someone up front. I think I've got my eye on for that. But yeah, I can totally see it because he's been absolutely mint.
You'd be completely different if he was English. I know he's English. Before you all start getting in the comments, it was a joke. Axel Tuanzebe.
Future United captain.
Yeah, definitely. But
Axel. Has anyone got more love from United fans by playing fewer games? He's
Gallo.
Yeah.
No, but even a guy. Well, yeah, that's a good one, actually. He's still getting his name sung every week, isn't he? Old Axel.
He's got a good song.
Yeah, is it because he's got
you get a good song?
Yeah.
You almost want. Like, if you're a player that signs for a club now, you almost want to hire a lyricist to get you a chant. It's going to carry you more than ability will.
Yeah. Paul Pogba must look at Axel Tuanzebe and go, what's going on here?
Why have I not got a song?
I've not got a song. He's got one. This is a joke. Putting aside his lyrical advantages,
Under par for me. Not
seen
because
enough of him, you're right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I had extremely high expectations coming into this season, and I still think he can get to them. And like Adam said, he's a future United captain for me, and he's a belting footballer. And at times, when fit, there's an argument: is he our best defender alongside Maguire? And I think he could be. He really could be.
Villa fans absolutely fucking rave about him.
Yeah.
Like,
he was part of the reason why they got promoted, didn't
yeah,
they? I mean, look at him
absolutely
now.
love
I
it.
wonder what Villa's season would have been like with a sliding
Well,
doors
you
if
know
they
what
would
I'm
have
saying?
said, go and have him on loan again for another league
Yeah, do you know
season.
what I'm saying? Maybe if you want to get Grealish out, maybe Axel's your sweetener. Go get your fitness back. Have another season and prove it.
Oh, on
Oh,
loan, yeah.
Jesus, yeah. I thought you were going to do a straight swap.
No. I don't
Right,
want
so
him.
what are we going with?
I think it's got to be under par.
Yeah, I
because
would
I'm-
never say shite,
agree.
ever. And we can't say ordinary, because ordinary for him would have been playing some football. You probably won't have an opinion on this, but I'll ask you anyway. Brandon Williams. Take away the fact that you spend half your life chatting to him. Is he played well?
The last text I sent to him was, "Don't fuck this up against Spurs on Sunday." I followed it up with, well about that.
Yeah. Because
he's solidly and played well.
Yeah,
solidly and played well.
I think we have to be honest, because he's probably not played enough football to be Player of the Year category.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to put him in order here because, unlike you, I didn't know hardly anything about him before the season started. At one point, I was absolutely raving about him and saying he should be our first choice left back. So for me, played well. An example to a lot of youngsters.
If he'd have kept his place, if the Euros even happens, like people talk about Phil Foden going to the Euros for starters, shut the fuck up. And if anyone should be going,
Euros at football.
Yeah, that may or may not happen.
Why would Phil Foden go?
I don't know. But they're talking like you have to. Yeah, should he go or should Grealish or Maddison go? What the fuck are you talking about?
Why don't we send the one that plays football now and again?
Yeah, why don't you send Grealish and Maddison, but take Brandon Williams, because unless Shaw was going to go, you may not only have one left back. So at the time, I thought Brandon was in with a shout of the Euros.
Very, very good football. Often gets overlooked because everyone loves his attitude and the fact he gets stuck in and flies in the tackles.
And he'll fight everyone in an empty room.
I think he's
he's part. No, you know what? You laugh about that, but he's part of the reason that we have got that little bit of grit back. Do you remember when we had that with Zlatan and Fellaini and plays like that and Baye, and we had that bit of muscle?
Yeah.
It's come back. Bruno gets stuck in. He's not. Fred doesn't take any prisoners. McTominay, Brandon Williams. We seem to have that little bit of,
Well, how many times do you used to hear over Old Trafford over the last few years? Someone just hit him.
Yeah.
Someone just give him a straightener and it'll get everyone going. And when Williams, in one of his first games, went into a play, just went.
Now you're like Brandon,
that.
put him down.
Yeah, and everyone just went, fucking hell, missed a bit of that. But hit the ground running.
Hey.
Shaw got into a
Made
bit
some
of form.
fucking dough on him getting booked me this year.
Yeah, but
They're still taking bets on that. Bloody hell, someone wants
For
sacking
the
at that
first few
bookies.
weeks, he was still 6 and 7 to
Right.
1, and you're like, lads,
Hey,
what are we doing here?
Someone got on track quickly. Now it's like 2 to 1 on. Played well.
Played well.
Yeah.
Can't argue. Oh, he's a controversial figure. In fact, we don't talk about him enough. Let's talk about him a bit more. Paul Pogba.
Under par.
I'm not going to go with shit because he's not played.
He's clearly not
He's
shit
not
either.
shit, and he's not played enough football badly to be classed as shit. He's actually played okay when he's played. His stats are still pretty good
He's
considering
in
he's
under
not
par
played.
for the same reason Axel's in under par.
And I don't really think there's any need to go into a massive discussion about Paul Pogba.
No, just purely football abilities to be being on the par season.
Yeah.
Especially when you compare it to how he did last
Let's
season.
not, before people jump in the comments and say he got a Pogba agenda, we're talking about this season. If you expected this season Paul Pogba to play 6 games, then you must be absolutely fucking deluded. One matter. I don't like doing these with one matter because I can't separate the man from the player, and you know I struggle with this.
It's ordinary.
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 Right, okay, yeah, let's move on. I'm not arguing with that. This is going to hurt me.
This one's going to cause some shit in the
hurt me.
comments.
Jesse Lingard.
I don't want to say shy.
I'm not going to say shy, and I don't care. You know, he's your mate. He's not mate. I've only met the man once.
I'm going to say under par because
But I just-
Spurs and City in the same week in December, massive parts of playing both of those.
And also, yeah, you're right. And also, he was out of form. He wasn't playing well, and he kept getting thrown in. And let's not forget, we didn't have much of a choice. It was Pereira coming off and him coming on. It was dark times at Manchester United. So, by rights, he shouldn't have been getting in the team. Then he should have been dropped. And then back in the day, he would have been. But because we had no options, we kept throwing him in and hoping that he'd come good. You're right. He had back-to-back good games when we needed him,
But
not good enough.
no, I'm even going to say some of the games have been shite.
Yeah.
And in fact, I'd say more of the games were shite than were good. But I think overall, it's been a very low under par. It's like right on the cusp of shite. It's not quite just every time he's... Like, people in the comments are going to go, it was every time he pulled a shirt on. Well, it wasn't. Factually wasn't. Because the Tottenham game at home particularly
Do you
was
remember?
great.
You remember? Yeah, the Tottenham game, he had the City game. He came out about his mental health, and everyone backed him. People were willing to back him and go, yo, get behind him and all that. And then he had a few more bad games, and everyone was like, I don't care about your mental health. I don't care about your fucking problems. Sort your head out. It's all about your Instagram. Under par for me. I think we're coming to the end of the road at his time at United. It's sad that this will probably be his last season, and it's probably his worst ever season at United. And I think, hopefully, history will be kind to him because you remember the cup final goals. You remember the dancing at the Emirates. There's been some good times as well with Jesse. I think it's quite easy to just throw him under the bus and go, he was crap. He wasn't. He played a very, very big part in some recent successes. So,
He's got a big one personally with me because, like you said, with the FA Cup goal, he jumped right in my end on me. So that was my first ever FA Cup.
Exactly.
And it's one of them that they'll tell in like 30 years that Lingard literally jumped on our end, so to speak. And it was
Lee Martin's been dining out on the Crystal Palace one, the other Crystal Palace one, since for the last 30 years. Nothing wrong with that, by the way.
If you bump into Lee Martin, there's a 92% chance he's got that FA Cup winner's medal in his pocket. Do you something that big?
Yeah, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's
if I won an FA Cup, I carry a medal around with me all the time. You know what I mean?
Feel a bit sorry for Lee Martin. He played every game in the Cup Winners' Cup run apart from the final.
Who are you dropping for Blackmore?
No, I think Paul Ince slotted in at fullback.
Why?
I think he got injured. I can't remember the ins and outs. I'll have to remember
Too young
his
for
hazer.
this is in black and white, so...
It wasn't. It was in colour, and I remember it.
And we beat Barcelona in the final.
I'm good at them goals off Matt Hughes, though. I used to try and do that in the playground.
He's taking it too wide.
Joe, when you're hitting it at that angle and your momentum spins you round.
No one, right?
All the time.
If you go round the keeper, right, you side foot it in, you slot it, you don't turn your full body and put your laces through it. That is unheard of, and he did it, and we won. Right, so
Koeman
Jesse
scored for Barcelona.
Under par, yeah, and was it Lascelles? He was injured, but he's carrying on playing, didn't he? Because he'd refused to come off in the
Johan Cruyff manager now as well, in a trench coat,
chain smoking,
fucking handsome,
absolutely
bastard.
hammering the six. Andres Pereira, this is another difficult one.
I think under par, but like Jesse, virgin on shite.
Adam,
Shite.
I'll have the deciding vote. Do you know what? And it is sentiment getting him away here because I have a little bit of sympathy with Pereira, the way his career's gone, and I think there has been glimmers there, but he has been shit this season.
They needed a player like Fernandes all season to just take the burden off him because he shouldn't have been starting the game.
Purely because he got that all-important 5th goal against LASK, I'm going to put him under par.
Potentially the last goal of the season.
Oh, you dickhead. Why say... Oh, you might be right and all.
All right. Well, at least, we got to see an absolute worldie.
Was that only a week ago?
From Pereira.
Wasn't even a week ago, was it?
You
oh, my
anyway,
God.
You remember the bleeding game, you.
This time last week, we were just recovering from City.
I don't remember anything of that game.
Because, right, because we've all, got loads of time around and many of us are working from home and don't know what to do with ourselves. Go onto Paddock and watch the watch along. Seriously, watch the watch along for the LASK game. So just if you want, you've got some time to kill. It's worth watching just for his performance. It's absolutely something.
I don't remember.
Exactly.
Where's your memory cut off?
Probably after the
First
kick-off whistle.
Yeah.
You know it's behind closed doors, don't you?
I don't remember the City game.
I love it.
I've done that a few times. So yeah, they're the best days.
I can remember Mason scored a goal. Don't know what happened. I remember Pereira had a fucking stupid shot and it went in.
Yeah.
Who else scored?
That was it.
Tell me you remember Igalo.
Remember Igalo's goal? Only because I've seen it on Twitter. Yeah, it was a heavy night.
It was sick.
Right, I found some sunglasses in my bed yesterday.
You took off a pair of sunglasses and had another one underneath it. It was something I'd never seen before.
You also
so fucking.
I don't know if that did they get you collapsing in here or falling on here into a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Joe, what, my forehead is bruised because the sunglasses that were on my head hurt me.
It was carnage. It was just mint though. Actually, I really enjoyed it. But you don't even fucking remember it. Fred,
fine the next day.
Well, yeah, you make me sick. You, Fred.
Oh God, this is player.
I don't know if this is player of the year or well.
No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start the ball rolling on player of the year, and also I will add, I'm not Fred FC. I wasn't Fred FC. I'm out like everyone else who said I always knew Biace. I didn't. I had my doubts. I thought he might not be good enough. And he's proved me wrong because I think he is good enough. And I think this season he has been a player of the year contender. He's probably not my player of the year, but he's up there.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, it took him a year to settle in, and I think everyone knew that coming from Ukraine. He didn't really have a great first season. Even when Ollie came in, I don't think he was great.
I don't know if it's been a great season, though. It's been great from mid-November onwards, I think.
That is a fair comment. But I think in terms of the season and the squad and the fact that one of the categories is player of the year contender, he would be a player of the year contender.
To be fair, no one else has had better than that.
I think what helped as well is the fact that Pogba was injured. Because to me, it always felt like you either play Fred or you play Pogba. They weren't mutually exclusive. And the fact that he had no burden of like, oh God, if I play shit, I will never play for the next 3 months. It was just, I'm playing week in, week out.
Blackpool played this weekend.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All the places, all.
I don't know if it's you that said this. Actually, I know it's mad.
Why go quarantine?
Said that if he up until he shoots, he's absolutely world class.
Yeah, it was me.
If he's someone just flicks the switch in his brain that says you cannot shoot.
Yeah.
Like even to the point where he stood over free kicks or he took one at the Etihad.
Yeah.
Just stop doing that and you'll be mint.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Did he score against Lask?
Who?
No, he scored 2 against. Oh shit! Who did we play the other week? At home in the Europa League. Won 5-0 again. Yeah.
Just happens too often.
Bruges.
Happens all the time. Can't even
It's nice, isn't it, to say, that's when we won. The other time we won 5-0.
What is going on at Manchester United Football Club? It's amazing.
Keeping clean sheet, scoring 5 goals. It's not for everyone.
So you're saying
Player of the year.
I'm saying
fuck
player of the
it.
year.
Let's
Come
get him in
on.
the mix. He's in player
Right.
of the year.
Talking of nailed on player of the years, Bruno Fernandes.
What a signing.
What a signing. What a
Is
man.
that what we thought we were getting with Pogba? That level of consistency? Because in terms of ability, there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
And actually, if there's anything in it, Pogba's probably ahead
Premier League
on
player of the
raw
month as well.
ability. Yeah, player of the month for the Premier League.
Sorry.
He's been absolutely fantastic. The consistency of him is what's the scary thing.
Are we going to say, because he's only played a few games, he can't be player of the year contender? Or are we
No.
saying, fuck it?
He's in that
been-
category.
Yeah.
He's flawless.
I think you can't fault him.
He couldn't
If
have
you,
done-
if
he's
you
not
take
done
his
anything wrong.
average
Yeah.
of what he's played,
It made me laugh because people were almost saying, oh, he had a quiet game against Wolves or whatever. And I thought, no, he didn't. He actually looked at it. That's his debut, and he fucking ran the show against a midfield that's very strong that we've always
and
struggled against.
that's always that fully Portuguese who know him.
And
Yeah.
he's giving bollockins out
And
as well.
and he was like, "What are you doing? No, make the diagonal
on his
run. Are you
first
stupid?"
game.
Yeah,
Leader.
So,
Leadoh. Leader.
fuck off.
I'm glad you ended it with 08.
Daniel James. We'll have to blast through these because I know we're running out of time. Daniel James.
Ooh.
I will fight.
I think
for
the
Daniel
circumstances have to be
Ordinary.
played well.
James. Yes, played well. I'm with you. I don't get this idea where you separate what has gone on and how it, sort of the stuff his dad's dealt with off the pitch, the circumstances in which he arrived at the club, the expectations, that all goes into it.
Yeah.
He was 15 million quid. He just lost his dad. That matters. Don't fucking
of
tell
course
me it
it does,
doesn't,
yeah.
right? He hit the ground running, which didn't help him in many ways because he scored 2 worldies in like
And the
3 games,
expectation
and everyone was like, "Oh, he's
was up
amazing."
there, yeah.
No, he's not. He's a player that's never played top flight football, who's played 35 games by fucking March. So
He was meant to be a squad player as
yeah,
well.
played well for me. And I know he had a dip, and I know people going, he was shit for months. He wasn't. He just had a bit of a dip. So I'll go with played well.
I just started with ordinary, but I reckon well as well. I mean, like, even that Liverpool game, he's just been key with his assists and key with everything else that he's going up front doing. So he's doing a shift. So, yeah, I think fair enough. I'd say
Even
well.
sometimes, right, I'm not making complete loads of excuses for him. When he's not had the greatest game, he's still been an outlet.
Yeah.
He's still been that
still
ball
grafted.
over the top, and he's got on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And, all right, now and again he's wasteful, but he's still, it's not been a disaster. Go on. We're going played well.
Yeah, played well.
Right. Angel Gomez. I'm gonna say under par. I
Yeah, under
expected
par,
more from
just-
him this season.
I wanted to
Totally,
see him. Yeah, I wanted to see him play way more.
Nemanja Matic. So all under par, sorry, for Angel Gomez. I wasn't through these.
Nemanja Matic, well.
Yeah, he's come back in and played well.
Played well, I agree. Didn't play for months, so I'm not going to go player of the year. Since he's come back in, played very well. Ghana,
Not seen enough
I'm
for him.
not seeing. I'm not.
No,
I'm
can't
not
really
giving
comment,
it.
yeah.
Not even comment. Scott McTominay,
Player of the year.
Player of the year.
Shadow it out.
player of the year.
He's easily my player of the year out of everyone, if I could pick.
I'll go play well.
He's in a category.
I'll go play
He's in
well.
a category of player of the year.
Yeah, right. Player of the year. Sanchez. Right, I don't know
Below
why. I
shit.
don't know why I read that out. Forgive me. Right, here's a good one for you, Tony M. I'm going to start the ball rolling on player of the year. I think overall this season, if you look at what he's done, yes, he had a bit of a dip, but even his dip weren't that bad. It didn't last that long. It lasted about 3 games.
I think he's scored goals, but I think the contribution to the build-up in the team needs to be a bit better. And so many times I see him, when he plays the ball into someone, it's behind them. They have to stop. They have to adjust their runs. He's not putting into the flight of people. I think he's done decent and well, and I think it's that. I don't think it's quite player of the year.
I'm player of the year, mate.
I'd say, well, he's had to adjust back to being a striker. Solskjaer said that it'll take a
I
while
will
to
say
get
this,
there, and he's doing quite well. His numbers are top for doing that, back from being a winger for the last 4 years. I'd say, well.
Right, well, I'm outvoted. He goes played well, but I will say this: he's a much better player than Firmino that everyone wanks over,
Yeah, if he was in that Liverpool side, that'd be 10 times better.
and it fucking annoys me.
I think if he was in the City side, because he's such a good finisher.
Again,
oh,
and
it'd be
Jesus as
terrifying.
well, and players like that, and go, and Son even.
Yeah.
Oh, they're amazing. He's better, and he's playing better, but he don't get the plaudits that he deserves. Can see this one being a relatively easy one. Marcus Rashford,
Player of the year.
player of the year.
He might have scored 30 goals if he didn't get injured.
Fucking disappointing, isn't it? Yeah, agreed. Like Marshall, I think he's had a great season. It's another one we'll probably all agree on. Odi and Nagalo,
Perfect.
player of the year,
Player of the decade.
player of the decade. Yeah,
We're
His stat-
only, mate, we are only 9 years, 10 months, and 2 weeks off him getting his testimonial. And how cool is that?
I think they should build the statue of him next to the one they're building a very by, and I'll polish it. Mason Greenwood.
Do you know what? If it wasn't for the numbers, I mean, can you say Mason's been worse than Igalo? No.
No.
He's been mint. He's probably in the for how much he's played. It should be player of the year, but I don't think he's played enough. Much like some of the others that have had to drop a category because they haven't played enough. He's got to be adjusting the play.
Not enough hype is made of Mason.
He's fucking.
You're watching a world.
He's doing it under the radar.
Yeah, you're watching the emergence
amazing,
of a world-class player who, in about
just be like
2 or 3 years, is going to absolutely dominate. And it's like almost people go, "Oh yeah, and Mason Greenwood, by the way, scored his 10th goal this season." What?
Yeah.
It's like an afterthought.
He's played like 3 games. What are you talking about?
He's fucking amazing, and he's only just turned 18.
And his left foot is. He's just Van Persie.
Even against LASK, you won't remember. I think you were fucking 4 bottles in your 4th bottle of rum by that time. But that finish then.
Any other player on the pitch, I'm going, they're not putting that back in the net. The moment he took the touch, I went, it's going to be tight, but we'll get this one in. I mean, he's just mint.
Who takes penalties with the left foot when they feel like it?
What's that game where he's
right foot, exactly.
Yeah, that game's only had 2 penalties, left foot, right foot.
Who does that? You don't do that.
There was a game in pre-season where I think Ollie had told him, don't you fucking take this with your other foot. Score it. And he come back like laughing because he took it with his right foot. And that I could just be making it up, but like I really just interpreted it as that, and I just think that's fucking ace. That is.
And he's got the right attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not messing about. Yeah, he's not big Charlie Big Spuds. He's getting on with it, signing deals. Seems happy.
Playing his football, and can't ask for more, really, can you? I like him.
He's going to grow into a right motherfucker as well.
We've talked ourselves into making him player of the year, haven't we?
No, he's in played well. He's in played well.
That statue of Eric Bailly and
Greenwood
and Odie Nagalo, they're actually maybe one of Mason Greenwood one day. I'm telling you now, I think he's that good. So
keeping hold of him is going to be the problem.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think we need to up our game because he's a player.
15-year contract, mate.
He's a player that needs to be challenging for Champions Leagues and Premier League sooner or later. Finally, on this list, unless I'm missing anyone out, it's Heath Chong. I'm not going to say. I don't know, man. I've still got that old school attitude of he's still a youngster. It's not his fault he was overhyped. It's not his fault that everyone went, Steve Chong's the most amazing thing since sliced bread. He hasn't been good enough.
Not.
I don't think. I'm just going to go under par.
Yeah, not me corner.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with under par. No, that's not the case. You still got a vote.
Yeah, under
right.
par.
You two have seen more football than me, right? Have you ever seen a player
older.
Exactly. Have you two ever seen a player get knocked off the ball more just by literally just doing that and he
Steve
just
McManaman
falls on his ass? Like, he just every single time he seems to get the ball and go up against anyone, it's down the floor himself, down the floor himself. And he don't really do anything.
Bellion. I was going to say David Bellion.
Yeah. But look at the names that you mentioned.
Kieran Richardson.
I mean,
Steve McManaman scored a volley and got man of the match in a Champions League final, I think.
Chong seems like a case to me, one of those where he's too good for the under 23s, too shit for the first team, and he's in this weird purgatory where it's just like
every time he comes on,
he's got a good amount of physicality for the 23s.
Every time he does, and you'll notice. I guarantee people that stand here, you say the same thing as I do. I hear at Old Trafford is when he comes on. Oh fucking hell, I don't get this. Why does he keep getting games? Yeah. There's nothing there where you think, oh well, there was that time when he did that, or. With Gomez or someone, you say, oh, well, have you seen this? He's up.
I'd have Gomez over him.
Yeah, with Chong, I don't know.
He won back-to-back Youth Player of the Year, 18s and Reserve Player of the Year in about a dozen games. 6 each, not a dozen in each. And you're like, that's... On his CV, it's got back-to-back Youth Player of the Year. But for me, Jimmy Garner and Mason was a better shout. There's been other shouts that probably should have won it when he won it. But, history shows, well, he was Player of the Year. Much like David Ginola was in 1999.
Bojan got it once. Mate, Bojan Jodic. He got the Jimmy Murphy Player of the Year. We're putting him then under par.
It's got to be under par. Yeah. Shite's unfair.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not. If he was 25, then yeah, I would. But he's not, so I ain't. Yeah, so we're all going under par?
I'll go under par just to be lenient. Yeah.
Well, that's been the Full-Time Devils tier list for this season for the squad. Have a look at it. Let us know in the comments whether you agree with us. Most of you probably disagree. Let us know where we've gone wrong. I'm sure you'll be happy to do that. That's been Adam Patterson. Adam, where can people find you?
They can find me on Twitter, Adam Patterson, with a 0 instead of an O. Oh, there you go.
Nicely done, mate. Howson, just name 3 channels. We haven't got all day.
Come check out what we're doing on Stretford Paddock FC. If you've got no football going on, it's on my channel at the moment. We're playing football still, if you want to watch football. And we might even have some games that you can actually join us and come and watch in the crowd, in stadiums and that.
There you go, there you get your football fix there. Real football as well, actual football, not pretend.
Give manager abuse, I'll let you. So there is that.
Don't send that. That's just encouraging it, innit? I've been Jay. This has been the Full-Time Devils tier list. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.